Hello Reformers, and welcome back to the last days, and you meet me on the battlefield. Yes, on the battlefield versus a couple of Dunish wild men, and I have been tasked by Grima Wormtongue to do this thing where we have to eliminate 35 Dunish warriors, so to speak. I hope that it's not actually like warriors, and I hope I can just eliminate anyone. Oh no, it seems like it might be warriors. Well, let's see exactly what that is after we get out of here, because I'm a little bit dubious about actually having to eliminate warriors only, because let me just say that the few groups that I could find in the area, this is the first one, and I think I noticed another one that has about 19 units in it. This one has just 20, so let's have a look. Yes, take that. Thank you very much. I sold the rest of my prisoners, by the way, because I was actually gaining a huge amount of money from that. I sold them at Harad, I believe. Yeah, I sold them at Harad for, I think it was about maybe 1,000, maybe 1,500, something along those lines. So that's pretty decent. Otherwise, we're just going to continue gaining some metal scraps right here, and we're just going to take a look at our quest once we've moved. Yes. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. We need to kill 35 Dunish warriors, which is kind of an issue. Oh well, never mind. As you can see, I have recruited a whole bunch of people here, and I've actually just been leveling them up, and along the way, attempting to fight as many ROHAN troops as I can get my hands on, and obviously, now that we have this quest, I need to look out for Dunish warriors as well, which is a bit of an issue. That's kind of bad. I don't exactly know how that's going to work. Oh well, never mind. I think the best thing that we can do right now is... yeah, there's a band of Dunish outcasts, but that is absolutely awful. There's only one warrior there, and he's knocked unconscious anyway, so it's absolutely pointless. Anyway, the best thing we can do is head back to Isengard and speak to Saruman, and hopefully he will give us something to help to kind of push back against Rohan and finally maybe eliminate them from the game. So let's see if we can do that. You are a brave servant. We need monstrous blood and flesh. We need to twist it and bend it, and we need to capture a troll. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty easy. I think we can do that. Let's actually request a special item first. Let's get the Orc Brew once again. That's going to give me a little bit more athletics. And I think we're pretty good. Well, maybe we could take a task from this guy? Do you need a task? Are you sure you don't need a task? He does not need a task. Oh, well, that's a little bit sad. And once again, we have stumbled across a couple of Dunish wild men. There's only 6 warriors in here, and I don't exactly know which are the warriors, so I'm gonna have to randomly attack certain enemies and just hope that I actually kill a couple of the warriors. I'm not entirely sure if it counts as a group for me to get that credit for the quest itself, or whether I actually have to kill them personally, so we'll see. I have 2 already, and I think I've killed 3 in this battle, so if we don't have... I think it is 8, because there were 6 warriors in this particular band of 19. Then if we don't have 8, then, well, yeah, we know that it's a personal endeavor. Well, I found the troll, and I hope that it's going to be as easy as it was last time. I mean, I don't exactly know whether the enemies tend to get harder, or whatever the case may be as you go through the game, but you can see here that 20 damage, well, 40 damage. Your mount is scared by the troll. Of course it is. Of course. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do about that. I don't exactly know whether... I have no idea how much HP these trolls have. Yes, my mount is scared by the troll. I understand. Very much so. Wow, that took a lot of damage. That actually took a lot of damage. I think it has about 200 or something HP. It's pretty tough, even though we were technically able to do it pretty easily. Alright, so I'm back here with Saruman, and I have subjugated the beast and gained 180. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. Ulfthak was so impressed that he advanced to level 4. Very nice indeed. We've now advanced to rank 12, That does not give us anything special, but it does give us more party size, and also, of course, it does give us more money every single week. Do you have any other tasks for me? I'd like to just try and help Isengard to defeat Rohan as quickly as possible, and then we can start to concentrate on the other factions as well. I think personally we may have been trying to divide our attention a little bit too much, but also bear in mind I do still have to go over to Mordor, and I think there is actually a really nice one-handed sword according to one of you in the comments, and also there's I think a couple of companions that I need to get. I think there's one over, oh no, so now the map is the right way round. I have no idea where anything is because I used to have it like this, and now I have it like this. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of a bit confusing to me. Anyway, point is, we need to go up here, and there's going to be a... Ooh, there's a burial mound right there. Anyway, yes, there's going to be a companion in Rune, and I think there's probably also going to be one in Dol Guldur. I would assume so, and there's probably also going to be one down in the Haradrim camp. I think we've already seen that one, and I'm not able to get it just yet. I think you need to be really, really high rank with the Haradrim to get that. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately the Corsair camp is currently under siege by Gondor. I don't exactly know whether we can get there in time. Shall we try? Maybe we should try. I, by the way, did recruit an Isengard war party to help us out a little bit as we go forward here, because you never know, maybe there'll be someone that we want to attack here, and there is actually someone here. King Theoden himself. Alright, well, let's just have a quick look and see what we can level up here first. And, whoa, 15 of those guys, that's great. Let's get some large orcs. And Uthak obviously did level up as well, so let's get him another point in agility, another point in athletics. We want to make sure that, actually, you know what? Let's get him Weapon Master and another point in strength, because personally he has 20 weapon points. It would probably make sense for us to just level up his two-handed weapon proficiency and a little bit of one-handed as well, and just get him those weapon proficiency points spent, because that in general I think in the short term is probably going to make more of a difference than just giving him some athletics personally. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. Well, I think I'm just going to spec into strength, to be honest, and I think we are... I'm at a bit of a quandary here, because I can either spec into Iron Flesh and get myself a little bit of extra HP, which is not a bad thing, being able to survive a huge amount of time, even if it is just 2+ HP. I'm kind of a big fan of Iron Flesh, even though a lot of people say it's absolutely awful, but it's kind of nice just to have that little extra buffer so that you don't die instantly. But I'm kind of thinking of Trainer as well here. You know what, let's just go for Power Strike, just because Power Strike is generally the best way to go about it. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. I don't exactly know whether we're going to be able to take these guys on. I don't think we will be able to, but it would be a very decisive blow against Rohan if we can actually eliminate King Theoden again. He's just sticking around, isn't he? He's just sticking around and just being a nuisance. It's absolutely awful. Okay, well, let's see what else I can do. Maybe I can ask that other war party to join us. I actually think that we have a pretty high limit. Oh. What do you have? What do you have here, fellow? You actually have some elite skirmishers, elite riders, elite lancers. 138 of them, to be precise. That, well... There's actually quite a few people in the battle here, and this guy's coming to assist him. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay, we have 146 against 130. I don't know how we're gonna do here, but if we do manage to mess up and actually lose, then it's okay, because I can just go and get some more orcs and a couple of uruks from the nearby scouting camp and various other places. And I might have to get a couple more Mordor units instead as well, because obviously in general what I'm trying to do is, because I have so much money in Isengard, I'm generally tending to have more Isengard units than Mordor units. I do have a pretty decent amount of money in Mordor, but it's obviously nothing really to write home about in a grand scheme of things, but it's okay. You know, it's absolutely fine. Gotta tell everyone to charge in, apart from the archers, of course. The archers can just kind of stick around here and just try and not get killed. And we'll see what we can do. And yeah, I really do need that sword, so I'm going to go to Morannon after this as well. No matter what happens, I'm going to go to Morannon in this episode and try and get that sword, because apparently it's really, really good. And yeah, unfortunately I can't use my polearm on a mount, so that's kind of sad, isn't it? Yeah, that is kind of sad. Oh well, never mind. You know what? Let's just tell our archers just to charge in. I mean, it seems like they're being picked off just literally because they're just standing there, not doing anything. So it might make sense for us to just collapse upon the opponent and hopefully help each other out as much as possible. Oh wow. Yeah, these guys are very, very good. We have some armored trolls here as well, actually, which I would love to see in battle. I would love to see them fight. But it seems like maybe that's not going to happen. I mean, it really depends on what's... Oh, no. Yes, all my infantry is just running ahead here and just dying. Just dying for nothing. It's awful. Absolutely awful. Okay, I don't exactly know what I should do about it, really. I mean... that is terrible. And, yeah, it seems like... I don't need to rally just yet. Oh, okay. I don't need to rally. That's great. Oh, the trolls are going in. The trolls are going in. Okay, let's tell our infantry to charge in once again, and we'll see what we can do about it. Oh, yeah. Armored. Look at the armored trolls. They're getting so many kills. Oh, yeah. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Thank you very much. Yes, it is about time that they actually start, you know, causing some casualties for the enemy, because we lost a huge amount just waiting for them to get into range. So, it's nice that... Did my mount literally just die? I hope it didn't, but I think it probably did. Oh well, never mind. I can get a new one pretty easily, but I don't exactly know what's going to happen here. We have 63. Actually, we have a little bit more than that on the battlefield at the moment. But oh, the enemy has lost so many. They've lost 83. I think we should be okay, but I've lost 26 in the action of this. And it's not particularly good, is it? Okay, let's have a look at the armored trolls. Let's just follow them around and completely disregard everyone else, because these guys are super fun to watch. Oh, okay. Come on now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'd like to actually see them attack multiple targets at the moment, but it seems like they're just running in by themselves, the enemy, which is kind of hilarious. Them trying to kill... Them trying to kill an armored troll one by one is the most funny thing ever. Anyway, how is it going? 18, 17. Oh, okay. I think we should be fine, but it really depends on if they have many skirmishers or many cavalry units remaining. We lost 39 units in this battle, and I think I don't exactly know where Bolzog is. I think he probably got himself eliminated already, which is kind of a shame. But it's kind of disappointing, really, to see that some of our pretty high-tier units... I mean, we have some fighting Uruk-hai pikemen here. You'd think that they would be able to, you know, hold their own against at least one of the similar kind of tier of enemy unit. But obviously, that is a bit too much to ask for, considering Isengard and Moria and all those factions are very much about the Zerg, you know? They're about making sure that you have more units than your opponent. And yeah, it seems like that's it. That is indeed a victory. I'm happy that I went in against this fellow, but I am kind of in two minds about it, really, because on the one hand, we were able to deal a pretty good blow to Rohan, and hopefully that's going to make it a little bit easier for Isengard itself to make a little bit of progress in the area, because at the moment it's a little bit of a stalemate. Oh no, Bolzog was still alive. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, is it fantastic really? Because that basically means that he wasn't really doing a very good job of allowing, what, how many people to die? 44 of them to die. He does have only 5 in surgery, but that's a pretty decent amount for, well, his level, I guess. Anyway, we eliminated 130, and we gained 36 rank points. We actually gained a promotion right there, and apparently Bolzog has suffered another serious wound. I can't believe it. And that guy managed to escape, which is fine, I guess. Anyway, yes, we have done the science on the fact that you can go into the prisoners' review and you can kill prisoners in there. It does not work. It does not give you any additional, count for those particular tasks, so I don't need to worry about letting these Danish warriors go in this case. And let's just take a couple of others here. There we go. And I guess we could take one of them. Why not? Wow, there's a huge amount of... Wow, okay. You know what? Next time I level up, I should probably spec into inventory management, at least a little bit, because I have no space whatsoever. It's really kind of awful. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just take as much as I can, I guess. And that's it. Okay, so that was pretty good, I feel. Let's actually take a look at the faction strength of Rohan right now, and we'll see. It's actually 2,735. I think they were at 3,000 quite recently, so them being down that much is pretty good. Isengard is still very strong, as you can see. Gondor is still strong, unfortunately. And obviously, Mordor is unmatched by a great margin, an absolutely huge margin, actually. Anyway, we're going to just continue onward. There is actually something else going on there, a caravan. That would have probably been a good idea for me to attack, but... Ooh, we might be able to attack this fellow. I don't know whether this is a good idea. This is probably not the best idea, but I kind of need to eliminate as many Rohan vassals as possible. Oh dear. I think this might be a bit of a difficulty because in general I don't have... I mean, most of my units that were good actually did get eliminated or killed in the previous battle, and I'm not entirely sure what kind of tier of unit I have available for this one, but I thought that, I mean, it's an encounter that we can't really pass up. It's one of those times when you either have to take it or just let them go, and I didn't really want to do that. Well, let's see what happens. I'm just hopeful that I won't actually get myself killed here either by going a little bit ahead just to see what's going on. Do not charge in there. Come on now. Is that Durgash over there? Durgash, what are you doing? Come over here. Or Burgash? I actually have no idea what his name is now. It's been such a long time since I recruited him, and he doesn't really do too much. I mean, we know Bolzog is the one to get himself killed constantly, so... Yes, it's Durgash. Yes, Durgash. I was correct. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, it seems like we should be okay here. I mean, it seems like these fellows are not exactly high tier. Obviously, the vassal himself is going to be able to do a lot of damage. But let's just see if I can maybe just do a little bit here. I'm doing a little bit of damage, but nothing extreme. It's not great to see those numbers, actually, because when I hit for like 47 or something like that, and he doesn't die from that, it's kind of awful. Oh well, never mind. Once we get that new one-handed sword, I think it should change a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to do a little bit of extra damage here and there. And you're rallying your people. That's not very nice. You're gonna die now, thank you. Or maybe not. Maybe you're just gonna continue killing my units. I don't appreciate that at all. And there we go. He's been knocked unconscious. I don't exactly know whether we'll be able to kill any of these guys either. It seems like the Rohan vassals have a huge amount of resilience because, obviously, in the Last Days mod, there is a percentage chance for any lord to be mortally wounded and, as a result, killed. And that removes them from the game, and then there's obviously a funeral pyre and all that sort of thing, and yeah, it's a bit weird that we haven't seen more of those in Rohan's case, because they are, well, I'm not going to say that they're not useless, but they do tend to get themselves defeated quite often, and it's a bit weird that they are surviving so much, but anyway. We're going to make our way over to Morannon now and see if I can buy that one-handed sword. And we're also going to recuperate our forces as well, because, I mean, I lost so many. Well, it seems like the blacksmith at Morannon does not have the one-handed sword at the moment, so it might just be that I need to wait a little bit and have the inventory resupply or refresh, and then we'll come back here at a later point and see if I can maybe get something there. But anyway, as we are here, it might make sense for us to go and speak to the Mouth of Sauron himself. And yeah, I actually did take a task from the chief here, and he told me about a supply train, you know, the standard sort of thing. And, oh, look at this. He actually wants us to eliminate Rohan caravan parties. Ha! I'm actually going to do that. I think that might be pretty easy for us. I saw at least 2 caravan parties on the way here. So that might make quite a bit of sense. Anyway, let's go and replace our dead. I still have not done that. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. You can get so many of these orc snargars right here. But apparently, I was told in the comments by a couple of you that the Black Numenorians are extremely good units. So I guess, who am I to say no to those guys? Let's take them. Let's take them and see what they're capable of. And otherwise, I don't really have many Uruks to take here, which is kind of unfortunate. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of them, and then I'll just take the remaining couple of orcs. 50 of them, actually. And now we have 129 in our party. These guys are going to become orc trackers. And we'll see if they actually do well. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I do have a supply train. Where do I have to go? The canned camp. Okay. Well, yes, I actually also did get a task from Mog the Seven-Fingered. He's close to Edoras, so I would assume he might be participating in a siege very soon. And I'm going to keep a lookout for that while I'm off screen between episodes, and we'll maybe be able to participate in a siege very soon. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.